And what is going on, good people? We're back here working on a weekend like usual. Of course, we're always working on a weekday. It is ISG, the intersection of sports and gaming, ISG football, and we're powered by Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, off of Route 3. Folks, we're the only show combining traditional sports and gaming at the exact same time. We're talking the latest in the world of the National Football League. Just 3 more weeks left to go here in the season. We'll also have a couple of gamers, Madden players, playing for cash and prizes as we come to you on the platforms of NESN on Beat Sports Channel, Players TV, and In the Black Network. ISG, the intersection of sports and gaming, ISG football, and we're powered by Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, off of Route 3. And we'll come inside here, folks. Larry Ridley, CBS Sports, ISG football, of course, ISG college football, and at the end of the week, ISG basketball. Good to be here, folks, as we come to you here on the platforms of, as we mentioned earlier, NESN on Beat Sports Channel, Players TV, and In the Black Network. We're the only show, folks, combining traditional sports and gaming at the exact same time. It's the confluence. We like to call it ISG, the intersection of sports and gaming. Week 16 in the NFL, so just 3 more weeks left to go in the National Football League. But shout out to the good folks here before we get started. Our good friends here, our partners, one of our partners here at Golf Zone Social. 3 locations where Brooklyn at. You got BK, West Nyack, and Scarsdale. It is a sports bar and indoor golf lounge with some 16 total bays, if you will. 15 bays and a huge VIP suite in that beautiful, beautiful bar right there, folks. It's more than just a golf lounge. It's a bar, a sports bar, a lounge, and a restaurant all in one. 16 bays, 15 bays, one huge VIP suite. You got the simulators and the suites there. It is where golf literally meets social. The best indoor golf experience that you'll find. Indoor golf games, meaning unparalleled social engagement. You can play some 240 courses. Got a bunch of games on those simulators as well. It is a true experience. And folks, like I said, it's more than an indoor golf lounge. It's a bar, a sports bar, a lounge, and a restaurant all in one. Check them out online, golfzonesocial.com. 3 locations, Brooklyn, West Nyack, and Scarsdale here in the Empire State. Let's go ahead and bring in the co-host for the day. There is to the left of me, Jarrett Guarantano, former University of Tennessee volunteer starting quarterback, also played in the NFL with those Broncos and those Cardinals, and also in the UFL with the San Antonio Brahmas. Green 80. 52's the mic. 52's the mic. Kill, kill, kill. Alert. Alert. Wednesday. Alert. My producer. Gosh, man.
For America, who doesn't know, he said looking like Phillip Rivers.
You know what, man? Can I just say something real quickly, guys? I was watching the Diddy doc, and you know how, Diddy was all up in the videos. Remember Suge Knight said that? It's that guy. Here, right now. It's him. Oh, he went to Howard just like Sean John.
Don't let age play a factor in this. Do not let it happen.
This guy been talking since I started in the open, in the intro.
That's what I'm saying. If Phillip could do it, you could do it, Larry. Do not let.
I can't do it. I've got voices in my head. I can't do it.
That's proud of you. You got that Randy Orton.
He's still talking.
Making sure you have the correct wristband for us, y'all who can't hear, because we can hear, America can't.
Andrea, am I lying? It started at literally the first words out of my mouth. He's already talking. Already.
I enjoy Kevin's quips so much. If you ever see me randomly laughing, it's because Kevin said something hilarious that no one else will hear but us.
JG, how you doing, brother? How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm excited to be back. I need Kev's humor throughout the show.
We don't. We don't need it. We're just fine without him. Trust me. We're just fine without him. Oh my gosh, man. Congratulations to you, kind sir. You know what I'm talking about. Congratulations. Hey.
Getting old, man. Getting old.
Not going to put the business out in the street, but for the people that are watching, the people that know him, congratulations. He knows what we're talking about. Maybe we'll talk about it another time. Andrea Richmond, she's to the right of me. Peace up, A down. She is in the A-Town. What's up? Is it actually snowing in Atlanta, or you pulling our leg here?
If it were snowing this much, it would be apocalypse. I'm telling you, I would be out in the streets trying to make sure I could provide for my family, getting milk, bread, water, eggs, making a sandwich out of them, because apparently that's what you do when the apocalypse comes. But yeah, luckily not here. It's very warm actually here, I will say.
Nice. It was not warm here. We got some snow Sunday morning. got about, I don't know, what, Kev, 4 or 5 inches of snow around here, so something like that. It was annoying. It was just,
I'm trying to be like y'all, all right? That's
3,
what I'm trying
4,
to do.
6,
Be
7,
like here.
yeah. It's all good. You guys ready to get this thing started, man? Let's talk the latest in the world, the National Football League.
Let's do it.
All right, let's take a look at the rundown here. Now my producer gets quiet here. Let's take a look at the rundown here. Week number 16 of the National Football League. No playoffs for Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes tears an ACL. We'll talk the latest about that. Is the Chiefs dynasty over? We're definitely going to get into that. Speaking of ACLs, Micah Parsons also tears his ACL. Rough weekend in the National Football League in week number 15. TJ Watt has surgery for a partially collapsed lung. What the hell is, what is it called? When you stick the dried needle? I mean, what are we doing here? Acupuncture? That's what I was about to call it. Not the same thing, but a similar sort of procedure. We'll talk about that. Todd Bowles, actually mild-mannered Todd Bowles, goes off on his Bucs after that Thursday night loss against the Falcons. We'll show you that and talk about their prospects for the rest of the season. Speaking of the Bucs, at Carolina this weekend, NFC South Division League, they're going to play twice over the last 3 weeks. We'll talk about that. And the Bengals, the Bungles, bungling everything around, did not remove snow from the stadium. And how about the National Football League caping for these guys? Come on, the NFL. You got to drop the hammer. We'll talk about the Bengals and also maybe even a little bit with Joe Burrow. All right, let's talk about the rules here. Got a couple of gamers that are playing for cash and prizes. Madden 26 here. All Madden competitive game style. Hit the head current rosters. We like to call those regs. All 32 NFL regular teams are available. 5-minute quarters, King Hill format. You win, you stay on the stakes. How about the prizes? All about that shmoney. $50 guaranteed. The winner gets 40. The runner up. Rips out this piece with $10 cash, and if we win 4 straight weeks, and it does get progressively harder, folks. Can win a zip chair, an NFL license zip chair. Go to zipchair.com. They literally make the best gaming chairs in the world. Also, they make more than just gaming chairs. They make gaming desks, stools, sofas, you name it. Got all the NFL teams, NBA, Major League Baseball, NHL, MLS, NCAA chairs, and also any custom pieces you might want. Check them out online, zipchair.com. Tina Altadonna, she's the marketing lady down there on Strong Island with ZipChair. They've been rocking with us for about 6 years now. Check them out online, zipchair.com. Also, when you do win your first zip chair, you do get an official ISG t-shirt. Also got the hoodies out there, t-shirts $29.99, hoodies $59.99. Check us out now on our shop. It is open, the store, the ISG store is open. Check us out now, theisgshow.com/shop. How about the matchup here? These two gamers here playing for cash and prizes. The biggest matchup in the NFL this weekend. There's a few to pick from. We want the NFC South matchup here. It will determine the leader of the NFC South. I wanted to give a little love to that wretched division. Might be the worst division in football, but we're talking about them this weekend. Buccaneers and Panthers for the Huskers against a little lady named Miss Wendy. All right, let's take a look real quickly at the profiles. We'll start with a little lady. There she is. Wendy Fleming from Chattahoochee, Chattanooga, Tennessee, Hamilton County. She is a volunteer, 38 years of age, a financial services supervisor. Where that money at, girl? Let's talk that shmoney. NBA 2K21 USA BE national team gold medalist. So she's also very good at Madden as well. We saw her last week on ISG basketball. How about our champ, our king of the hill? He is Huskers, Robert Neely from Omaha, 27 years of age, a civil engineer currently working on the tallest structure in the Omaha region. There are about 40 plus stories there on that structure. 6-time ISG Madden champ. How about the standings here? Brought to you by our good friends, MollyPopGrapes.com. Grapes as sweet as candy. They're the Molly Pop pigs here. Molly Pop, taking a word about Sweet Storm with that pink bag promise. Folks, you see that pink bag in your local grocery store. Got to understand you're getting high quality produce. They have about 20 different varieties of grapes. Also pressed juices online as well. Check them out online, MollyPopGrapes.com. Grapes as sweet as candy. Andrea Richmond, a very, very sweet record. Who cares? Let's go ahead and bring everybody in. There she is at the bottom of the screen. It is snowing in Atlanta. Snowing on my record because my record is trash.
Yes.
How you doing? What's up? Who you got? You got Buccaneers? You gonna fire the cannons? You're gonna keep pounding. Keep pounding.
See, talking about the snowfall, let's make an analogy. Like, I'm like Franklin State in the beginning of snowfall. Everything's working out. Things are going well. Y'all are like him at the end. It's not going well. Yeah. Not at all. Yeah. But I have to go ahead and make sure that things are going well for me. Shout out to Wendy. I chose her for NBA 2K, but my record is not so great in that. So I can make the risky picks. I know to go for the sure thing in my domain, and that is in Madden. I'm going to go with Huskers, baby. Go ahead. Come on now. I have to make up for that, too, especially because the Huskers didn't end up winning volleyball last time that I saw them. unfortunately.
Okay, so you got our King of the Hill, Fear the Huskers. JG, is he off the heezy for sheezy? Who you got in this NFC South matchup? You going Bucs or Panthers?
Andrea she just makes me sick, man. She just wants to every week. She just wants to win, win. I don't see right. Larry just yawn. There's nothing about her picks that are just like. There's nothing risky. There's nothing risky. Me, I can't go that way. I'm gonna go today. I'm gonna go with Huskers.
What? What are you talking about? No, you do not get to do that.
You don't get to do that. You know what?
Don't set me up.
I was going to take Huskers, but you know what? Since you had that nice little soliloquy, I'm going to go ahead and take ALittleLady because she's from my home state. You played in my home state, although I do live in Jersey, and I'm actually a Jersey boy now. I'm going to take ALittleLady because I don't want to be like Andrea. It's too easy. You know what I'm saying? I know they tell you never get tired of taking a profit, right? But in this right here on ISG football, I'm not going to do it. Give me a little lady who's going to play like a big lady, a big strong lady today. Ain't that right, Wendy? Shake your head. Yep, come on, we're going to do it. Let's go.
Crown. That's all I have to say.
Heavy is the crown. Shout out to ALittleLady, Wendy. And also we have a good champion with Robert Neely. All right, guys, let's go ahead and lock it up. Ladies and gentlemen, there he is. Huskers, our current champ, King of the Hill. Let's lock it up. Let's do it right here on NESN Nation on Beating Sports Channel, Players TV, and In the Black Network. ISG football here. We're powered by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. We'll talk to the winner at the conclusion of the game. Let's go ahead and get this thing started. Let's talk the latest in the NFL and watch a little Madden at the same time. Let's go, guys. And folks, that pregame show brought to you by our good friends right here where we're located. Golf Zone Social, 3 locations, Brooklyn, West Nyack, and Scarsdale Sports Bar and Indoor Golf Lounge. 16 total bays, got the simulators and the suites. It's where golf literally meets social. The best indoor golf experience that you'll find. Indoor golf games, meaning unparalleled social engagement. You can play 240 courses here. Folks, it is a true experience. And it's more than just a golf lounge or indoor golf place, guys. It's a bar, a sports bar, a lounge, and a restaurant. Only one. Check them out online, golfzonesocial.com. We're back here inside of Golf Zone Social, 3 locations, Brooklyn, West Nyack, and Scarsdale. Larry Ridley of CBS Sports, ISG Football. We're powered by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. Right off for Route 3. Guys, we're the only show combining traditional sports and gaming at the exact same time. We're bringing you the latest in the world of the National Football League. Week number 16, just 3 weeks left to go here in the NFL. We also got a couple of gamers who are playing for cash and prizes. The biggest matchup in the NFL this weekend in ours here on ISG Football, battle in the NFC South, Bucs at Panthers. Middle of the screen there with the black hat on, that is Huskers. He's our current King of the Hill. He's our champion. He is playing with those Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They're on the road against ALittleLady down at the bottom of the screen. That's right. We have a young lady here on the screen. She's playing with the Carolina Panthers at the bottom of the screen. They are in the dark jerseys. Got Jarrett Guarantano from University of Tennessee, volunteer starting quarterback. He's to the side of me. Also playing in the NFL with the Broncos and the Cardinals. And to the right at the very top, Andrea Richmond. She's a sports reporter down in Atlanta. All right, guys, let's go ahead and start this thing and talk the latest in the NFL. We'll start with the Chiefs. Is the dynasty over? That's what a lot of people are saying. The dynasty is over. 5 of the last 6 Super Bowls. Patrick Mahomes, since he's been a starter in the National Football League, has been to the AFC Championship game every single year. We're talking about Tom Brady type of stuff. But this past weekend, they lost, of course, to those Chargers, and he went down tearing his ACL on a game they lost. Now 6-8 on the season. They were 12-0 last season in one-score games. This year, 1 win in a 1-score game. After the game, of course, all the attention was on Patrick Mahomes. Here's the All-Pro defensive lineman, Chris Jones, talking about losing his guy, man, with the cape and the 1-5. Here's Chris Jones talking about Pat Mahomes after the game. Take a listen.
Man, that's my brother. We've been through so much. You know, we can be mad at ourselves and we can ask God why. But at times, it's more so a lesson that, you know, you've been taught along the journey. And we'll be selfish to ask God why right now, why this. More so understand it, build from it. We love Pat. That's my guy. It's Pat Mahomes.
So there was a walk-off there by the All-Pro Chris Jones after the Chiefs eliminated from the playoffs. Of course, Pat Mahomes tearing his ACL on their last drive of the game there. They lost to the Chargers. Going to be out of the playoffs for the first time since 2014. 12-0 in one-score games last year. Just 1 win in one-score games this year. And guys, you look at the parallels to Tom Brady. 9 years in the league, 8 as starters, and they both tear their ACLs in their 8th year starting. I was there in 2008 when Tom Brady tore his against those Kansas City Chiefs. This is crazy. In week 1 there, Patrick Mahomes after the game said, don't know why this had to happen and not going to lie, it hurts, but all we can do now is trust in God and attack every single day over and over again. Thank you, Chiefs Kingdom, for always supporting me and for everyone who has reached out and sent prayers. I will be back stronger than ever. JG, off the Heezy for Sheezy. Are the Chiefs, is that dynasty over with? Maybe Travis Kelce is gone, retires next year?
It's hard to say the dynasty's over with when you have the literal best player of our generation still on the football team. Now, will I say this? Other teams have caught up significantly to the Kansas City Chiefs, and I purely believe it's the fact of the roster breakdown on the Chiefs compared to other teams, right? I think the model of the other teams, just like the Denver Broncos, these Chargers, the teams that are coming out of the woodworks a little bit, have kind of configured a better roster top to bottom than the Chiefs. The Chiefs are going to have to do a lot of things in the offseason, including finding a really good run game. They're going to have to find a couple running backs. I mean, whether that's drafting high, whether that's trading, making something happen, they got to find something, because for the fact of the matter is Patrick Mahomes cannot be the leading rusher in a majority of the football games this year. Like, you cannot go about it that way. It's unfortunate that he did tear his ACL, but when you watch it, the amount of productivity that he has had running the football and how much he's ran this season, I'm surprised that he's been able to stay as healthy as he has. Defensively, there's going to be a lot of key things that has to happen. Obviously, you got Chris Jones, you got Trent McDuffie, George Karlaftis, you got Nick Bolton. All these guys are going to have to – there's going to be a couple of guys that need to get re-signed. I still think in the secondary they need to continue to get better at some of the cornerback positions. I mean,
defense wasn't the problem for the Chiefs this year. The offense is not as explosive as it used to be. Defense is still balling.
No, for sure.
They used to make more plays, though. Yeah.
No, for sure. And I think their pass defense, their run defense has been exceptional. I actually do think that they've been playing super well run defense-wise. Chris Jones, obviously, they have teams prepare for him every single week. He didn't have as great of a year, statistically speaking, as he normally does, and that can be attributed to a lot of things. That can be a lot more double teams. That can be a lot more run plays away from him, or throwing the ball quick game faster a little bit, just because of the effect that he has on the game. So there's going to be some things that they have to do to offset this offseason. Do I think the dynasty's over? I don't know, just because I do know that Pat Mahomes is still the best quarterback in the NFL.
As long as you have 1-5, you got a shot. Now, what is Pat Mahomes? Is he 31? Somewhere around there, 30, 31? I know he's in his 30s now, finally. 9 years in the league, because his first year was 2017. Remember, he started that last game of the season in 2017. Then 2018 through 2025, did not miss the playoffs there. First time they didn't make it to the playoffs since 2014.
The biggest
Andrew?
question is...
Go ahead, JJ, real quick.
Does this affect his play style with his knee, with his injury, right? A lot of his game is creating plays from outside the pocket. Hopefully he comes back to 100%, but does this affect next year, possibly getting back a little bit slower and not playing his typical game?
That's what I was going to ask Andrew. Does he have to reinvent himself, not like Tom Brady, but have like two separate, well, actually Brady had 3 different acts, but 2 separate, careers there. Early 3 Super Bowls, whatever, 4 or 5, different Super Bowls there, winning 3 of them. And then in the back end, we saw what Tom Brady did, won 4 Super Bowls, went to 5 and won 4 of them.
Yeah, that was a great lead because of the fact that the Chiefs are used to depending on him entirely too much in rushing game. And it's not only this year that he's had some type of lower body issue. He's also had knee issues. The last Super Bowl
that same knee, the left knee, that was bothering him all year.
Knee.
Yeah,
absolutely. He's also had ankle issues. What was it, 2 Super Bowls before or something like that? Half of these are in the frame of reference to Super Bowls. Because
when you're playing in like 7 or 8 straight AFC Championship games, you are going to be beat up.
And that's part of the problem too. There's entirely too much that's placed upon him as a player and for him to create plays. And it makes sense because he's one of your best players. Of course, he's going to want to create plays, but I think this is a great opportunity for this team to get individuals who are not just great, right? They have had good options at running back. They have good options. Unfortunately, injuries, Pacheco isn't the same as what he used to be. They have good options at wide receiver. I mean, we've had plays from Worthy, we've had plays from Hollywood, but it's about that upper echelon, having great players who can make a difference that I think that this team needs, and this is an excellent time for them to retool and get some of those players. I think it's interesting to see how they treat this gap year, whether they treat this as a, hey, we're not going to think about next year, all Patrick, you get better, or if they decide, hey, this is an opportunity for us to retool, but with half pressure, so that if things do end up working out, and that's great, we can look towards the draft. If things go sour with unfortunately Patrick Mahomes' injury and he doesn't recover, but if things go great, then we can see what are the holes that we really need to make a push for free agency next year. But I think that even if you look at Chris Jones, he's pretty old, right? They need somebody who can be a dependable pass rusher. You look at the secondary, it hurt after losing somebody like L'Jarius Sneed.
Chris Jones still a big game player, but you're right. I mean, for the most part, you're right.
Yeah, no, but they need more playmakers, people who are actually going to make splash plays that are outside of the realm of number 15. They've been relying on him too much, and this is what happens. Unfortunately, the weight of the world, he is not Atlas. The weight of the world cannot be rest upon his shoulders, and now the Chiefs need to totally reframe how they view them going forward. I think he should still use them in the scrambling option, just not as heavily. But yeah, the dynasty will just look different. I don't think that it's over per se, but there are different iterations, and this is the next step, because you're not going to see people like Chris Jones or Travis Kelce.
All right, we'll keep an eye on the Chiefs. Once again, 6-8 on the season, eliminated from the playoffs, first time since 2014. They're not in the playoffs, so 15 through 24, 10 straight seasons they were in the playoffs. Of course, we knew a week ago they were not going to win the AFC West. They were eliminated from winning that division for the first time. And Pat Mahomes, of course, the all-pro quarterback, Super Bowl MVP, tearing his ACL, going to be a nice little recovering for Pat Mahomes. All right, guys, looking at this game here, I got a 6-0 ball game here. Our King of the Hill Huskers, middle of the screen with the black hat on, playing with the Buccaneers on defense right now. And he has the lead 6-0. Here comes ALittleLady. She's in the red zone here in the second quarter, down just one score, 6-0 here. That first quarter brought to you by good friends at El Aguila Dorado Restaurant, located in Bayonne, New Jersey. Their authentic Mexican restaurant, open 7 days a week. Great food, great atmosphere, and great affordable drinks. Libations are definitely flowing there. Happy hour Monday through Friday, 2 to 6 p.m., Monday through Friday. And the mariachi shows, you've seen those every other Tuesday as well, with the beautiful costumes and the hats there. DJs on the weekends, Latin nights on the weekends too. And they also have a beautiful patio. The Golden Eagle, it has landed right there in Bayonne, New Jersey. Check them out online, AguilaDoradoRestaurant.com. All right, we're back here inside of Golf Zone Social. Larry Ridley, CBS Sports, ISG Football. We're powered by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. We're the only show, guys, combining traditional sports and gaming at the exact same time. We're talking the latest in the world, the NFL Week 16. It is here. Also got a couple of games we're playing for cash and prizes, playing Madden 26. Here we got our King of the Hill, our champion, Huskers there, Fear the Huskers, playing with the Buccaneers. He is on the road against ALittleLady, playing with the Carolina Panthers. On the dark jerseys there, she was almost had a score. Looks like she did not score. So Huskers has the lead and the ball there in the second quarter. This is the biggest matchup in the NFL Week 16 battle there in the NFC South. Got Jarrett, Guarantano, former University volunteer starting quarterback for Tennessee. Also playing in the NFL with the Broncos and Cardinals. Andrea, Richmond, top right-hand corner of your screen. She's a sports reporter in Atlanta. All right, guys, back to the NFL topics here. We just saw Pat Mahomes go down with a torn ACL. Same day on Sunday, Micah Parsons goes down with a torn ACL as well. Here, late in the third quarter, Packers were up by 9, 23-14. Leads the team with sacks, 12.5 there. Of course, one of the top paid defensive linemen in football as well. Got traded from Dallas to Green Bay earlier in the season, man, and you just knew it when he went down. He grabbed his knee, and I was like, oh, boy, this is really happening here. It was they believed that he tore his ACL on Sunday, and, of course, the MRI results came back up to confirm early this week on Monday. Andrew, your thoughts here. Packers losing Micah Parsons. Are they still a threat in the NFC? Can they win without Micah Parsons?
Every day their light comes dimmer and dimmer, I feel. And this
and they lost a lot of guys in that game. Watson, a bunch of guys in this game. Looks like
yes.
Watson's going to be okay, though, with that chest.
Yeah, they used to have a very deep wide receiver core, and we'll see. They've been really up and down when it comes to injuries in general for that wide receiver core. But when it comes for their defensive ability to rush, it was all relied on Micah Parsons. And unfortunately, this defense, And the offense in general, this whole entire team has been up and down. It's like that Lotto thing where she's like up and down and wavy, where they have great moments and then they have moments where they just can't get it together. And when you lose somebody who's supposed to be your premier pass rusher, a big playmaker, and the rest of your defense isn't having any semblance of stability, it's hard to say like they can turn it around magically after a guy goes down. The Ewing effect does exist, but not very long, especially for Super Bowl runs, unfortunately. So you look at that, you look at the fact that their offense, unfortunately, with Jordan Love, it still has not been able to consistently get explosive plays too. I feel like they have been able to do some things, but it's about consistency. Like, this doesn't help. And unfortunately for the Packers' sake, they needed some type of anything to keep them together. And this is such a big blow that I can't seriously take them as a team, because if you can't show it when you have all your talent there, how am I going to expect you to get any better when, you know, your biggest piece is gone, or one of your biggest pieces?
Yeah. Big piece gone. Number one there for the Packers. JG, how much trouble is Green Bay in?
Yeah, I'm losing confidence a little bit in their opportunity to win the Super Bowl. Obviously, everybody knows defense wins championships. Their defense has been up and down, like Andrea said, right? There's games that they have absolutely overshadowed the offense. There's games that we felt like, you know what, why are they not able to get a stop in big situations? Now, obviously, they do still have some good players defensively. They have Rashawn Gary. They have really good defensive backs in the secondary. They're going to have to be able to make some of those plays, but now all of the focus and everything on the Green Bay Packers is going to go directly to Jordan Love in the offense, right? Now they have to be able to score a lot more points. They can't have these lackadaisical games where they're super up and down, which they kind of have fixed in the past couple. They've been playing a little bit better. Now they're going to have to score points, and now they're going to have to kind of engineer the game into more time of possession, more reliance on converting on 3rd and 4th downs, and driving the field, just because this defense isn't going to be the same without Micah Parsons.
Yeah. We'll keep an eye on the Packers, man, and we're keeping an eye here on this Madden game. And it looks like he's got a nice little comfortable lead here. Huskers up by 22, just scored and got a 2-point conversion here as he has the lead here. The biggest matchup in the NFL this weekend, NFC South, Panthers hosting the Buccaneers. Guys, that second quarter brought to you by good friends at Mona Lisa Pizzeria. Located in New Jersey, been around for nearly 25 years. The best pizzeria you find there in Bayonne, famous for their specialty pizzas, especially buffalo chicken. Mona Lisa also unapologetically Italian, rich hearty flavors of Italian cuisine. They also have a full menu. And folks, whether you're looking for, Italian dinners or like this, quick lunch, something very, very fast, they've got it all. Burgers, wraps, soup, salads, calzone, seafood, and desserts. Also more for you. They also have the Da Vinci room for your boutique-style catering and your luxury events. Also have the, as well, the garden as well. Check them out there. Chris and everyone, they'll welcome you. Check them out online, BayonneMonaLisa.com. Welcome back here to ISG Football here. Week number 16 in the National Football League. We're powered by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. We're the only show combining traditional sports and real sports talk and gaming at the exact same time. We're talking latest in the world of the National Football League. Also got a couple of gamers playing Madden 26 for cash and prizes. Bottom of the screen here, Huskers, our current champion, our king of the hill, playing with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. A little lady at the bottom of the screen on the right-hand side playing with the Carolina Panthers. She has the ball. She is down now in the third quarter by 3 scores, 22-0. It's the biggest matchup in the NFL. Can she take off? Oh, he's got the angle. Oh, no. Nice little angle there on the tackle. Got Jarrett Guarantano below me, bottom left-hand corner of the screen, former University of Tennessee volunteer starting quarterback. Also played in the NFL with the Broncos and the Cardinals. And to the right at the bottom, or in the middle there, is Andrea Richmond. She's a sports reporter in Atlanta. We're talking the latest in the NFL. So back to the NFL. Crazy situation here with the Pittsburgh Steelers. We saw them on Monday Night Football against those Dolphins. TJ Watt has surgery for a partially collapsed lung. You did not see TJ Watt in that game. He did not play in that Week 15 game. Basically, had some dry needling at the facility. His brother talked about it, J.J. Watt, who's a commentator on one of our colleagues at CBS. Dry needling, very similar techniques to sort of acupuncture, needles going into muscles and things of that nature, trying to help you recover and things of that nature. I didn't know what the hell dry needling was. JG, you played the NFL. You played high-level college football. I played somewhat high-level college football. I didn't know what the hell dry needling was. I thought somebody was messing with him. Like, are they in the locker room just needling him?
No, I've done dry needling countless times, probably like 50-plus times. It's essentially takes away. It's like the lumps and things that have built up over time in your muscles, and essentially you just, whatever you're sticking the needle in, you kind of let it rest, and then after, you're probably sore for about 2 to 3 days, honestly, after it. But if you have to be very delicate, and obviously in this situation, it was in a very particular spot, and it did not end very well. But yeah, no, dry needling, you'll see guys in the locker room getting dry, probably half of the team getting dry needling after practices every day.
So it's very common. Okay. I knew it was somewhat common. I didn't realize it was that common. And I know I played in the mid to late 90s. It was many, many moons ago. Andrea, you were laughing here. What's up?
I'm laughing because I want to know, is there a young edge rusher that the Steelers are trying to soft launch to replace TJ Watt? So they went ahead and they hired the doctor to stick a needle in the lungs to get him off the field. Geno Smith, for you guys who don't know.
And also, who else did it happen to? Our guy, remember, he got hurt. Your quarterback with the Jets, the backup. Tyrod Taylor.
Tyrod Taylor, yes.
With the Chargers,
Tyrod
right?
Taylor, that's what I meant to say. I said Geno Smith, I meant Tyrod Taylor. Tyrod Taylor, yeah. Tyrod Taylor, that happened to. So I don't believe this is the exact same situation, but it's unfortunate for this to happen. Obviously, like JG talked about, treatment. You go to your treatment, you go ahead and make sure your body's all good for recovery. So you're used to entrusting your life to these doctors, but everybody makes mistakes. It's just that you hope that a mistake won't end up with a collapsed lung. So I'm hoping that he's able to recover from this. I don't know how you do recover from this, but we have had people who have had punctures before thanks to rib injuries. So I don't know how long it'll happen, but this is really tough for the Steelers team in general, because they are still.
And there's a statement there from JJ Watt. Go ahead.
Yeah, they're trying to make sure that they make it to the playoffs and they represent the AFC North. So luckily for them, they're playing the Dolphins. They don't have to worry this week, but next week we'll see.
All right, well, good luck to TJ Watt, man. Once again, I had surgery for a partially collapsed lung. He was released from the hospital, did not play in the Steelers game Monday night against the Dolphins. Hopefully he's back for week 16 here coming up this weekend. And speaking of right now, what's going on here? We got ALittleLady, bottom right-hand corner of the screen. They're playing for cash and prizes. Madden 26 here, the biggest matchup of the NFL this weekend. Panthers hosting the Buccaneers, our king of the hill. Huskers playing with the Bucs. He's got the lead here. Looks like by 23 points here. So 3-score game here, late stages of the third quarter. We'll go ahead and take a little break here. That third quarter brought to our good friends at Chubby's Sports Bar and Grill, located also in New Jersey. Bayonne's favorite sports bar. Great food, good vibes, and fun atmosphere. We all need a place to relax after work, so why not do it with a drink in your hand, right, folks? It's Bayonne's top-rated burgers, wings, dry rubbed and sauce. Not dry needling, dry rubbed and sauce, grilled shrimp tacos. Man, have the day party, R&B on the weekends as well. Check them out online, chubbybayonne.com. All right, back here inside Golf Zone Social, 3 locations. Where Brooklyn at? You got Brooklyn, West Nyack, and Scarsdale. I'm Larry Ridley, CBS Sports, ISG Football, and we're powered by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, Route 3. Got Andrea Richmond, piece up 8 down. She's in the A-Town. Speaking of A-Town, hey, some amigos. Mama,
t-shirt,
yellow t-shirt,
mama, t-shirt, shout out t-shirt.
They playing in Golf Zone Social right now. I got Jarrett, Guarantano, former University of Tennessee volunteer starting quarterback. Also played in the league with the Cardinals and the Broncos. We're talking the latest in the world, the NFL. Week 16 here's upon us. 3 more weeks left to go on the National Football League as we talk the latest in the NFL. Got a couple of gamers here playing for cash and prizes. Our king of the hill, our champion, if you will. Huskers in the middle of the screen playing with the Buccaneers. He has a lead here, about 23 points here. Almost late stage of the third quarter, about to start the fourth here against ALittleLady. She's playing with the Buccaneers, the biggest matchup in the NFL. NFC South matchup down there in the South Division. ALittleLady on the move here. She can get a score here, make it a 2-score game. Still got a quarter to go here with about 30 seconds to play. All right, guys, back to the NFL. Speaking of those Buccaneers, how about Todd Bowles? He went off on his team after the game. And this loss to the Falcons here, a walk-off 43-yard field goal by those Atlanta Falcons. So you see the Buccaneers, a tough week last week, losing to the Saints and Falcons in the span of 5 days. Lost the lead in the NFC South, now tied with those Carolina Panthers. Was actually down for a minute until the Panthers lost this past week to the Saints as well. Listen to Todd Bowles after the game. Mild-mannered guy. Covered him here in New Jersey with the New York Jets when I worked at SNY, home of the New York Jets, also with WCBS Channel 2. Listen to Todd Bowles. 7 F-bombs and 3 S-words. 10 cuss words total in about 25 seconds. Here's the coach ripping his team in those creamsicle orange uniforms when they lost on Thursday Night Football. Take a listen.
What do you tell them in the locker room after a game like this?
It's inexcusable. You don't make excuses. You gotta fucking care enough where the shit hurts. You gotta fucking care enough where the shit hurts. It gotta fucking mean something to you. It's more than a job. It's your fucking livelihood. How well do you know your job? How well can you do your job? You can't sugarcoat that shit. It was in the fucking excusable, and there's no fucking answer for it. There's no excuse for it. That's what you tell them in the locker room. Look in the fucking mirror.
All right, so that was Todd Bowles after the loss to the Falcons there. I think we counted it right, guys. Mild-mannered guys, 7 F-bombs, and he said the S word 3 times, so that's 10 cuss words there in about 25, 26 seconds. Andrea, that was the coach of your favorite team, the New York Jets.
Yeah.
Were you surprised? Well, I ain't gonna lie, I was. Look, first of all, Todd Bowles is a funny guy. You ever get a one-on-one? He's like Belichick. Like, you get to know him. He's actually pretty cool, pretty funny guy. Not happy with his team after the loss. What do you think about the former Jets coach?
I think it's interesting that people think if you have a public persona of being like a really like a quiet guy and underspoken guy, that you don't have the ability to turn up, especially when you lose a game like that. Well, guess what? This is the Todd Bowles that the media probably doesn't see and these players are more aware of. So I know a lot of people are like, hey, like, where's this compassion before? And it's just like, maybe he did have this compassion and they needed this compassion, because unfortunately there were a lot of plays left on the field. People do like to blame Todd Bowles, I feel like, unfairly. He doesn't get enough credit for making great hires in Lean Cohen, and also the one before that, Cohen, and the other one right before that, offensive coordinator for them.
No, it would be Byron Leftwich. He was there when Brady didn't win a Super Bowl.
Byron Leftwich. Yeah. But there have been tons of offensive coordinators who have come from him that he's been able to produce. And he's been holding it down with a very not great defense.
Although Byron Leftwich was there with Bruce Arians when they won it.
Yeah, it wasn't Brian Leftwich I was looking for, somebody else. But he's been able to produce Canales. There you go.
Yeah, with the Panthers. Yep.
Canales. 2 offensive coordinators and holding a defensive unit that doesn't have all the most sterling names. Of course, you still have Vita Vea, but they've lost a lot of talent from their Super Bowl days. It's the offense that has still been able to kind of make sure to put them in games. But unfortunately, there's been a lot of injury on that side of the ball. Bucky's been hurt. Chris Godwin's been hurt. Mike Evans has been hurt. That's really been difficult for them. And also, too, unfortunately, some of this is in the nature of not having that sterling talent. But sometimes Baker has unfortunately not been great and gone back to old habits like scrambling around and looking at the pass rush. So you could put a lot of blame on Todd Bowles, but I feel like he didn't get enough credit for making this team a lot better than it was in the first place. Maybe this is a little bit of my bias, scoring Jets fan. Unfortunately, the offense couldn't come together in a time that they needed it. And even Baker said, hey, man, we had some plays that we didn't do, like that big third down that they could have converted and just ended this game.
They're going to look back and think, Jarrett, all these NFC South divisions they've won. They've run this division last, 4 or 5 years. Really got nothing to show for it. I don't know what the expectations were, but like maybe it's got to be higher than maybe winning one playoff game in 3 or 4 years. I don't know. What do you think, JJ? First of all, what are your reaction to Todd Bowles and the other F-bombs?
Completely uncharacteristic of him. I mean, if he did this in New York, New Jersey, I mean, the fans probably would have absolutely loved him.
I love him. Todd Bowles. Oh, he's right amazing.
Keep him forever. This guy's one of us. He's one of us. But obviously when you look at the fashion in which they lost, it was absolutely brutal.
Yeah,
And
up 28-14, 14 points. Yeah, fourth quarter.
You guys kind of harped on it. The past couple of weeks, Baker's been dealing with injuries. Offensively, they've been dealing with a bunch of injuries throughout the course of the year. Mike Evans, Bucky Irvin, Godwin. They're not creating the same type of positivity and rhythm on offense as they have at the beginning of the season, right? At the beginning of the year, we were looking at Baker Mayfield to possibly be an MVP candidate, right? And Egbuka is another one that started red hot at the beginning of this year, and unfortunately, he's had a couple of key drops throughout the past couple of games that would have been big plays. So they're trying to find their rhythm offensively. Unfortunately, it's happening at the wrong time of the year. I do think with Bucky getting back healthy and them implementing him more and more into the offense, it'll definitely help. But you said it before, Lara, as well. For them, these past couple of years, their division has been down significantly. We almost feel as if, is the time passing for them that they should have definitely made it or been a little bit more successful throughout the course of these last 5 years.
At least to a conference championship game or something, right?
You would think, because now when you look at it, the Panthers are getting better. The Falcons are still just lurking around. They are a tough game. And then the Saints having up and down year, but they are also still a tough game, right? They are still putting in maximum effort, and they just had a huge win. So it almost feels like the tide's pulling a little bit in this division. We'll see next year what happens throughout this offseason when it comes to transactionally with maybe some trades, free agency movement. But these Tampa Bay Buccaneers aren't playing their best football when they need it the most, and that's super unfortunate. And I do think Todd Bowles will get them turned around, but it's going to be the guys on the offensive side of the ball kind of making this thing go, just because the defense is not as good as it's been in years past.
Will he be able to turn around? We'll see. But when it comes to the fire Todd Bowles thing, that's where I'm like, yo, guy, like, I don't know, man. But maybe this is my defensiveness talking about the fact that
he does not coach in Gotham anymore. You don't have to protect him. It's all good.
I mean, yeah, but come on, man. He's been able to find some guys, dude.
No. You know what? You're fair. So real quickly, guys, we got about 5 minutes left to go. 4 minutes to go on the show. Panthers and Bucs this weekend. Both teams 7-7. Both teams coming off really tough losses. This game in Charlotte. Second, they got the second game coming up in a couple of weeks here. So 2 matchups in the last 3 weeks. Who you got winning this week, week 16? Jarrett.
This is a tough one. I'm going to go with the Panthers on this one. Obviously, you just said they both had tough losses these past couple of weeks. I just don't know if the Tampa Bay Buccaneers can turn this thing around. The Panthers, defensively, they have a really stout defense. They're playing excellent on defense. Their secondary is playing great football. Derek Brown, awesome. Offensively, they obviously have McMillan out there. They have the really good running game with Dowdle and Hubbard. I think they need to rely heavily on that, and I think they could come away with the win on Sunday.
Madden game is over. King of the Hill. Huskers gets the win playing with those Buccaneers over ALittleLady playing with the Panthers. Andrea, our ALittleLady here. Who you got Sunday in the Queen City of Charlotte?
Yeah, if they're really able to lean on Dowdle, then it should go Carolina's way. But Tampa Bay sneakily does still have a pretty good top third of the league run defense. So we'll see if Tampa Bay is able to, now that they're a little bit healthy. They have Chris Godwin back. They have Mike Evans back. If they're able to just make enough explosive plays to put Carolina in a bind. So the fact that they have to play catch up, and even though Bryce Young has had some moments, especially against the NFC South, because apparently he loves playing against the NFC South, I don't know if he'll be able to.
I think they were 6-1 going into this weekend until they just lost in one-score games. I was like, wow, really, Carolina?
I don't know what happens to him. He suddenly puts on the cape. He turns into Cam Newton, and then he's able to go ahead and make plays against the NFC South. I don't know if I buy it, though, against the Bucs this time.
And just when you take them seriously, they lose to, like, New Orleans.
You know?
Hey,
Tyler Shuck has been hooping, bro. I will say that. Shuck has been hooping.
Yeah, he's been balling. I'm going to take the Bucs in this one. I'm going to take the better roster. Tampa, if not now, then when? If not now, then never, right? Like, at some point, you got to win this division, get a home playoff game, do something with that home playoff game, and maybe sneak up on somebody in the NFC, because it's not, just avoid the Rams. You can beat anybody else and maybe make it to an NFC championship game. So we'll see about those Bucs and the Panthers. All right, the Madden game is over. That fourth quarter brought to you by our good friends at 902 Brewing Company. Located in Jersey City, 101 Pacific Avenue, a craft brewery there, producing those ales and lagers, about 20 different varieties of ales and lagers. Handcrafted beers in the best atmosphere. Curated good times made right there in Jersey City. Got a spacious tap room. They host a variety of events as well. Got a huge, beautiful rooftop as well, overlooking Lower Manhattan and the World Trade Center. Check them out online, not02brewing.com. We're back here inside of Golf Zone Social, 3 locations, Brooklyn, West Nyack, and Scarsdale. We're here in BK. ISG football. We're powered by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, off of Route 3. We're talking the latest in the world of the National Football League, week number 16, just 3 weeks to go in the NFL. The Madden game is over. We also talked the latest in the world of sports and gaming. We got the gamers. They were playing Madden for cash and prizes. That game is over. The biggest matchup of the weekend is the NFC South with the Buccaneers at the Panthers. Jarrett and Andrea here. Last story here, guys. We got about 3 minutes to go, about 2 minutes ago, actually, real quick. Bengals did not remove any snow from the stadium seats. Now, there was some talk maybe the NFL was going to do something about it. Apparently, the NFL kind of bought their story. The Bengals gave them some cockamamie story about, what did they say? I had it written down. I can't even find it now. But anyway, they're basically like, it snowed overnight and into the morning, so we really didn't have time to clean it. It's like, really, NFL? It didn't freaking snow Sunday morning. That was all overnight. What are they talking about? It was snowing Sunday morning. Jarrett, your thoughts here. They practice underneath the daggone interstate in Cincinnati. Yes. Yo, this is such Cincinnati bungles,
This is
man.
the hood, bro.
This organization, man, it's just top to bottom, right? Like transactions, what they do with contracts, what they do with setting up the guys, like not getting a nice, beautiful facility, locker room, like everything just about their organization. They're not getting Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow's not happy.
This is the reason why he's depressed, okay? He sees what they're doing to the people and what he's doing to him, and he's just sad. He's sad at everything.
And got shut out at home this past weekend because they didn't remove the snow. And there was a sparse crowd as well. There was a lot of people trying to get in before the game. I knew something was going on that was crazy. They were trying to clean it up at the end, and they realized, oh, shoot, you can't clean 65,000 seats at 12 o'clock, an hour before the game.
It's just on par with the Cincinnati Bengals, isn't it? Like, this is the Bengals, and it's so sad that they're losing this many games this year. And are they going to make any changes this offseason? Like, that's where
they got to.
Are they going to have offensive line wise, defensively? They have to really go into those. They have to go dissect those places and go add. Or else they're going to keep. This is going to continue happening every year.
Add to that defense and protect Joe Burrow at all costs. Go ahead, Andrew.
Yes, we talked about how every other, how Mike Tomlin needs to be cut. I think every other coach in the AFC North needs to be on the same hot seat because Zach Taylor, come on now, you can't be coasting on that one Super Bowl at this point. My boy Joe is looking like he's further and further away from the light each and every press conference. Okay, and Pokemon cards are the only thing that makes him happy at this point.
Well, Joe Burrow, he said when he was talking about not being happy, he said this past Sunday it had nothing to do with the Bengals. I don't believe that. You were not happy, dude, because you're not happy. Who would be happy in Cincinnati? It's cold as hell, and you guys suck. Yeah, I wouldn't be happy as well. But
food, the nachos is cold. Like, come on.
The Skyline chili is very overrated. They're breaking into your house. What the hell is going on here? But man, Mike Brown and those Bengals, man. I saw this story. I was like, we got to talk about this because it is so Bengal-y. You know what I'm saying?
It's not the Bengals, it's the Bungles. Okay, we got to go back to the old name. Okay, the Bungles.
Hey, I think I might show up with a paper bag over my head next week, man. This is sad. But shout out to the Bengals, man. Hopefully they can turn things around and get back to the Super Bowl. Last Super Bowl I went to, well, the second to last one I went to was that one in LA. It was at 2022 when they lost to the Rams. Yeah.
Matches your outfit right now. So color coordinated. I like it.
Yes, the brown paper bag. Speaking of paper bags, go ahead and bring in our champion, our king of the hill. He gets the bag once again. Huskers playing with the Bucs, man.
We were efficient on offense and played bend but don't break defense. Even though we gave up a couple long plays, we were able to get a bunch of stops there early and just kind of coasted from there and just kind of doing what we do.
Real quickly, man, Dylan Raiola, you're in Nebraska, you're a huge fan. About 10 seconds, man. You hurt? He's in the transfer portal. I know it's college football, but we're talking info. Go ahead.
I'm hurt. He gave us a lot of hope, but he was a high value quarterback, so hopefully that frees up some NIL for us to kind of spread around the rest of the team or go out and get another quarterback in the portal. So we'll see what happens.
High value, my ass. There ain't no hope in dope.
Tough week for Huskers, man. First volleyball, you end up with the L, and then you end up losing a quarterback.
The head coach of Nebraska, I thought she was going to cry too. I was like, damn, they act like they've never lost.
And the AD,
and they haven't.
The AD, they were going against the coach of the AD that they went to. The Nebraska head coach ended up going to TMU.
So what's it like in Lincoln and Omaha, real quickly, on Huskers? You guys all right down there?
Oh yeah, it's we're undefeated in basketball, top 15 in the AP. So
cut it out. Yeah, Nebraska ain't gonna do nothing in basketball.
Yeah.
Take that. We'll take it.
Stop it.
Come on, slight work. Come on.
It ain't happening in basketball, brother. I don't care. I don't care if they go 38-0. They will not win a national title in basketball.
Hey man, they need hope down there.
Trey Young didn't go to Nebraska. He went to Oklahoma.
No, but the OU.
Oh God.
Yes.
All right, Huskers, man. Good stuff, man. You are balling, doing, you're representing all those Corn Huskers out there. We'll see you next week. Guys, you want to be like Huskers or a little lady from the Volunteer State down there in Chattanooga, ages 13 and up. It's all online with cash and prizes. Weekly King of the Hill format. You win, stay on the sticks. And join us now on theisgshow.com/Madden. Theisgshow.com/Madden. Don't do it today, but do it to now. Also, do it to now, today. Get you a nice hoodie or t-shirt. The official merchandise shop, the store is open. Free shipping on orders over $75. Get your t-shirts and your hoodies exclusively at theisgshow.com/shop. theisgshow.com/shop. T-shirts $29.99, hoodies $59.99. Also, this post-game show brought to you by our good friends at Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. They invented deep dish pizza in 1943, got their identity and inspiration from the origins there in the shot, Chicago. 100 locations, 20 states. They also serve more than pizza, pasta, steaks, seafood, burgers, and more. Craft beers, great cocktails, and vegetarian dishes for your health nuts. I will be there for ISG basketball later in the week. Check them out online, unos.com. Before we get out here, also, Larry's Locks. Man, he's on fire. Take it to the bank, man. Mortgage, your deed, EBT card, rent, all that good stuff. NFL Week 16 picks. Eagles at Commanders. Fly, Eagles, fly. Packers at Bears. Bears. Buccaneers at Panthers. Fire the cannons. Jaguars at Broncos. Duval, or as Lane Combs says, Duval. Patriots at Ravens. New England forever. All right, let's go ahead and get out of here. For our guy, Fear the Huskers, a hell of a worthy champion, and our king of the hill, Andrea Richmond. She's a sports reporter in Atlanta. And there's a guy. Shout out to Jarrett, Guarantano, folks. That is my guy. I cannot wait. All the great things is going to happen to this young man. He's going to be a big media mogul. And when he gets that big job, he better damn hire me, because I'm always play the tape like, JG, I did this. I put you there. That's my guy. Have a great week. We'll see you guys for ISG College Football and ISG Basketball that are doing here from Golf Zone Social. 3 locations, Brooklyn, West Nyack, and Scarsdale. Enjoy the Week 16 games. Just 3 more weeks in the NFL, guys. Have a great week. Bye-bye.